So Gandorf is just using Zant to help him return to the world of light. I guess now we know the true nature of the barrier over Hyrule Castle. He's in Hyrule Castle, I'm sure of it. Princess Zelda's in grave danger. We must return to the world of light and hurry to the castle. Indeed we shall. However, yeah, we still have at least 2 more things to do. Hey everyone, this is Hirotomai 2011. Welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we freed the Twilight Realm from the evils of Zant and blew him up, apparently. This place still looks a bit dreary, but it's close to being what it once was, a place that was as beautiful as when the sun sets on the world. In this episode, before we go to Hyrule Castle, there's one more thing we have to do, and I'm pretty sure you guys all know what it is. We need to collect the rest of the heart pieces in the game. Since we collected 2 of them in the Palace of Twilight, there's only 3 more in the game, so we have to return to Hyrule Castle, but I say we take one more trip to the fortune teller, since we haven't really seen her that much in a very long time, so I will meet you guys there at her house.
2,000 years later.
Hello, Madame Fonandi. It's been so long since I last saw you, so why don't we say hello? Welcome to the fortune-telling house, Fonandi's Palace. You've read all this before, but I'm very enthusiastic about reading it again since this is the last time we're going to be seeing her, so we might as well put all the energy we have into it. The fates swirl about you, and only I can tell what they have in store. The door to the future is open for 10 rupees. Good, so which door will you open? Yeah, we can ask career and say, yeah, just head north. But, we need love, so... I see. I will show you the shape of love you haven't even recognized. Speak, fates! I see! Oh, hey, and it's the exact place that I was looking for. Good, so I know where 2 of them are. Yeah, I actually know where 2 of these heart pieces are. It's just the 3rd one I actually don't know where I have to go to, so I'm happy about that. Go to the spot you've just seen and do something. Okay, well, thanks for being so helpful. So I'll meet you guys over at Death Mountain, because that's where we have to go.
One eternity later.
Over at Death Mountain, before we go over to where we need to go, something I should also point out is that if you should go to Death Mountain at this point in the game, or any point after you have cleared the Lake Bed Temple, there are Zoras here. It's always hot when I come here. At this rate, I'll be sun-dried in no time. Maybe you should get into the water then, buddy. There's one more thing I need to show the Zoras, but I will do that after we go get the piece of heart that we're looking for, and ow, okay. I tried jump attacking up there. Apparently that was the wrong thing to do. Realistically, I should have met you guys over where we're going, but I should also apologize for sounding a bit for sounding a bit weird. Ow. I'm recently recovering from a cold. I know I got sick again, and my nose is still a bit stuffy, so I apologize again if I sound somewhat garish during this. So we want to... Can I please just get up there? We want to use the hookshot and claw shot and go over here because inside here is actually not a piece of heart, but something special. We ran into one of these chew jellies inside the Cave of Ordeals, but we're running into another one over here. I want to quickly scoop this up and... You got rare chew jelly in your bottle. Set to X or Y and drink it to replenish all life energy and boost attack strength. Now, remember how the Great Fairy's Tears, it... X or Y to restore all hearts and increase your attack power? Yeah. We essentially got, a duplication of that by just doing the rare Chew Jelly, which, by the way, if you want to, you can literally just come here and keep getting it, or go back to the Cave of Ordeals and fight it on that floor that, I forget which floor we fought it on, but it's there if you want to. Yeah, kind of the Great Fairy's Tears are kind of useless now when you think about it, since there's an item that literally does the exact same thing, but I wanted to show it off just for the hell of it. Anyway, we go up here, because this is where the next piece of heart is, at least this is where we start to, and there's a tiny Goron up here. This is also where the... This is also Excuse me, don't fall again. This is also where the archers were before, but let's talk to this tiny Goron, shall we? You saw me? I am surprised you noticed me. Oh, okay. I guess this tiny Goron was supposed to be an indication that you could climb up here. In any case, what's over here? Oh, just a rock. Okay, never mind. Nothing important. Move along.
Move along. Move along.
Okay, so now we jump down here, and there's a treasure chest. Let's open it, shall we? You got a piece of heart. Now, there's only 2 more to collect, and frankly, I remember where one is, so I'm gonna go meet you guys over there. And, before I do that, actually, I'm gonna go quickly to the hot springs over in Death Mountains, because, remember when I mentioned the Zoras? Yeah, I want to quickly show that off. Okay, now that we're over at the hot springs, I want to just point out, there are also Zoras over here, and they're over here relaxing. You know, I know this place is water, but this is kind of, bad for you guys, isn't it? Ah, that's the stuff. Oh, apparently not, since you're just kind of relaxing there. And, what about you? I have been here for too long. You guys should probably leave before you die, don't you think? Okay, in any case, that's just something interesting I wanted to point out. And like I said before, hot spring water instantly restores your life, so any life that you lost before, you get it revived here. So now I will meet you guys over where the next heart piece is, which is over here. This tiny little section of Elden Province that we haven't been to before. I'll meet you guys over there right now.
A few inches later.
Back over in Elden Province, like I said before, this is the next area you want to go to. And by the way, I mentioned this before, but the fact that the Bokoblins have really, really good hearing, you know, it seems to be selective, because a lot of these Bokoblins are not noticing me right away. And over there is another rock that you can blow up to get some rupees, but I frankly don't need it, so I'm just gonna claw shot over here. And this area, like I said before, you cannot get here until you have the double claw shots. Okay, I'm actually a bit lost. Where do I... Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't see that on my television. Anyway, so you double claw shot down here, so it's pretty much impossible to get this one. I almost had a Porky Pig stutter for a second. It's pretty much impossible to get this heart piece until you get the double claw shot because, well, frankly, there's no way to get back. So, like I said before, I spoiled it, but this is another piece of heart. Now, there's only one more in the game, and frankly, I don't know where it is. Well, I don't remember offhand. So, I'm going to visit Madame Fernandi again really quick. So, I will meet you guys back at her house, I guess. Now, I need to apologize for something because the times I've been cutting out to go back and forth to Hyrule Castle, the mailman visited me a bunch of times, and I also got a bunch of letters I didn't read on screen, but it's mostly just telling us stuff for plot that we already did. But he appears in various places in Hyrule that I wasn't expecting, so I couldn't really show that off while I was cutting away, so I apologize, but we are no longer going to be seeing the mailman again. What's interesting is that he actually does show up in the Cave of Ordeals. It's just, I don't remember what floor specifically he shows up on, but if you revisit Cave of Ordeals, yeah, he's there for some ungodly reason. Okay, now I'll meet you back over at Madame Fernandi's house. Oh, I am an idiot. That's where it was. Okay, we left Eldon for no reason. There was one more thing to pick up. I'm sorry about that. Let's quickly jump cut and pretend nothing happened. Okay, so after that embarrassment of me not realizing that there was a piece of heart right here just because I couldn't see anything, let's just get rid of you and yeah, let's use our Gale Boomerang. Wow, it was right in hindsight too. That's gonna be really embarrassing. Well, we pick it up and we now have our final heart container. We have a full 20 hearts of health. A bit anticlimactic that we were getting it here and not inside a treasure chest, but we now have every collectible in the game. But there is one last thing. When we were in the Cave of Ordeals, we collected every Poe in the game as well, so why don't we go back to Hyrule Castle and go collect our reward from Giovanni to finally break his curse, because, well, we have to go there anyway, so he does owe us.
A few moments later.
So, Giovanni, buddy, I freed your soul from the Jesse McCartney ghost. So let's see the curse be broken, shall we? Oh God, he's hideous. Turn him back. You did it. Look at me. I'm back to my old self again. Thanks to you, everything in my life is coming up roses. Oh, of course, I need to thank you. Please accept this. Oh, what can be better than the fourth empty bottle? Maybe it's a fifth empty bottle? Maybe it's a new set of armor? What is it?
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna take the occasional break to look at myself in the mirror and cry.
Yeah, starting to notice a trend of all the end game stuff being not worth it. Still, I like to 100% game, so. Alright, I need to get my girlfriend, and I know that I'm back. Well, we might as well leave him to it. Also, last time I tried showing off this glitch of transforming into a human in Giovanni's house, and I completely messed up. But we need to be a human for this next part, so yeah, let me show off the glitch correctly. So, we go up to Giovanni, now that we're human, and I wonder what her expression will be when she sees that I'm back. I wonder your expression is that you know that I'm human now. Okay, I'm giving him too little credit. He does look a bit better. We can walk out of Giovanni's house normally, but, yeah, Link just kind of walks out of the wrong place. Kind of awkward, right? Well, because we were a wolf when we transformed, pretty much, we would cause a stir in Hyrule Castle, and we don't want that happening during the final cutscene in the game, so that's why I want to be a human. But when Giovanni says he wants to go see his girlfriend, he is going to, well, find her here, and we might as well go check up on her. Well, them. Now, over at Thomas' bar, you can see on the other side that Giovanni's over here sitting by himself. I wonder what happened. The guy doesn't look that bad. I haven't seen her in a while, and she started dating another man. Oh. Well, looks like his girlfriend moved on without him. The sad end to, getting back his body and everything. She gave him a Dear John letter, pretty much. Kind of depressing, but, well, at least he's back to normal and can move on with his life. But that's all there is to do in the rest of the game. All that's left is to head towards Hyrule Castle. Let's get going. Now that Minna broke the seal on Hyrule Castle, every time you walk up to here, no matter what time of the day it is, it'll always be a foggy morning and always be raining. Let's push open the doors and head forward. However, before we do that, we have one more visit with the spirit.
At last, the time is now. This is the seventh and final hidden skill I can pass on to you. This is the forgotten skill. It is the ultimate secret technique, and it tests the true courage of the one who wields it. Do you wish to master this final hidden skill, which can only be earned by the true one hero? Very well. Then before we begin, I will test you to ensure that you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the jump strike. Now then, come at me! Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well then. My final hidden skill is the Great Spin. Let it be hewn into your mind. You have at your disposal the most basic sword technique, known as the spin attack. You have mastered numerous hidden skills, and now house the spirit of the true hero. You now have, in your ability, the ability to magnify the power of your spin attack. But the only time you can draw out that power is when your life energy is brimming full. Now then, try unleashing the spin attack on me. Impressive. I will repeat this once more. You can only perform this technique when your life energy is brimming full. Remember this. The final hidden skill, the Great Spin, has been passed on.
You learn the final hidden skill, the Great Spin. With full life energy, unleash a spin attack for even more damage.
You have at last mastered all of the hidden skills. Although I accepted the life as the hero, I could not convey the lessons of life to those who came after. At least, I have eased my regrets. You, who have marched through the countless foes, each mightier than the last. You, who will now gaze to the future with vision unclouded. Surely, you can restore Hyrule to the stature of you as the chosen land of the gods. Farewell. Go, and do not falter, my child.
Long ago, Hyrule was a different place. A kingdom that flourished, but was segregated. In the time before Dominion was established in the royal family, there was a great war. None knew what or who started the war, but the dark interlopers were responsible for most of its bloodshed. In its climax, the wife of one of the knights was gravely injured, but stayed vigilant and carried her newborn son into the forest, away from danger. Stopping near a giant tree, the child was saved, but the mother did not survive the journey. Eventually, the people of the forest, the Kokiri, would raise the boy as one of their own, and 10 years later, he would be receiving his birthright from the goddesses themselves. This boy was known as Link, who, after befriending and guided by the fairy Navi, discovered his true heritage and left the forest on his way to meet with the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda, fully unaware of the universes that he would create. After helping the princess with her plea and meeting the king of the Gerudo people, young Link stepped forward towards the pedestal of time and drew the holy blade from it, the Master Sword, once again completely ignorant of the events that he had just set in motion. Traveling 7 years into the future, he freed the people of their captors and sealed away the transformed Gerudo king. The future princess then sent him back to his own time to live the life he never got to have. The time that the hero had left behind would soon grow into its own world, and the time that the hero failed to save would soon also give rise to new heroes who would follow in his image. As for this young Link, who was now known by these two worlds as the Hero of Time, he returned to the castle where he first met the princess and the Gerudo King, and, with his knowledge of the future, prematurely stopped the Gerudo King, Ganondorf, and altered his world forever. However, his journey was not finished, as Navi, the friend he had traveled with his entire adventure, seemingly vanished without a word. With the princess's best wishes and the Ocarina of Time intact, he set forth into the depths of the world and beyond to look for his friend, even saving an entire alternate reality from their terrible fate in only a mere 3 days. But what happened to the young boy? This boy, who saved the world of the future, the world of Termina, it even gave birth to a world of the past with his failure. In his world, he was nobody. He had become the hero to all but those who knew him. Because he had stopped Ganondorf before his plans came to be, he never became the hero again. He never found Navi. He never spoke to the young princess again. He never played with the Skull Kid he saved back in Termina. And he never saw his childhood friend, Saria, again. Before Ganondorf's execution, there was a great war due to the failed negotiations with the Gerudo tribe because of Ganondorf's machinations. The Hero of Time fought in this war, in hopes that he could redeem himself as the hero once again in his own world. But it was in vain. He passed on into the afterlife as an unknown soldier amongst the ranks of many. He was unable to be the hero to his people, and he was unable to leave a legacy for his own world. And so his spirit could not rest, and refused to move on until he could at least create a reincarnation of his will. It took many, many years, but his legacy indeed did live on, in the form of the hero of Twilight, another boy of the name of Link. Taking the form of a golden wolf, the fallen hero of time has guided us through our journey and taught us everything we have come to know. While not directly related to us, just as Ganondorf is the will of the original Demon King, Demise, we too shall carry out the will of Link, the hero of time. We now know the true identity of the Hero Shade. We can't let him down. We have to become the hero that Hyrule deserves. So, in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we set off to save Zelda by tackling Hyrule Castle. See you guys then.